Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Dawgs podcast. Josh All, Kenny Mack, Dog Pack Discord Thursday. We are going to preview this so-called game. I guess we're calling it a game on Sunday when the Browns host the Ravens in Cleveland. So we are going to dive into that. We're going to get everybody who wants to get up on stage up here to talk. Give us your questions, your perspectives, your predictions for the game, or just anything going on with the Browns right now. And I think the way I kind of want to structure things today, Kenny, is we got a couple housekeeping things to do at the beginning, and then I want to go through my spiel for the preview, and then open it up after that, because I think my my spiel is pretty quick, pretty short and sweet, and then we can just open up the rest of the show to everybody down here who wants to come up and talk. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, cool. Again, if you guys want to be part of these Dog Pack Discord episodes, just head to jointhedogs.com, become an official Dog Pack member on the Patreon page, sync up with the private Discord, get access to everything we do in there, all the great people, and of course, these Discord episodes. Kenny, you've got a couple things you want to shout out. Let's keep them brief, but make sure everybody knows what's going on. Go ahead and kick it off with the first one.
Yeah, guys, I'm heading to Vegas, and for you guys that don't watch, I run my own Browns backers chapter that's officially recognized by the Cleveland Browns. But with that, I actually sit on their leadership council. So I see many of these parties that Browns backers do, and just so happens we're in Vegas in about 10 days. And we're going to have a massive bash there. It is actually going to be at Evolve Brewing, and it's by the Vegas Dog Pound. They are a chapter up in Las Vegas. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be about 3 hours. It is November 22nd. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. And they have their own Dog Pound beer, just like I do at my venue. They're going to have Miller and Coors Light for $6. The other beers are $6 as well. They're going to also have these things called Jack Daniel's Apple Mules, so that'll be interesting. But this is the biggest thing that's going to happen. There's going to be two players there, and actually I'm announcing to you guys for the first time before anybody knows the second player, but the first player is going to be Gary Barnidge. So if you want to hang around big play Gary Barnidge, come on down to Evolve Brewing if you're going to be in Las Vegas. And I'm hearing now, I just found this out about 2 hours ago, that my cat wants to be here.
Do it live, they said.
I knew that was going to happen.
I saw the
Eric
shadow a minute
Metcalf,
ago.
Met the Jet is going to be there. I'm just like, oh, well. So that was anticlimactic. Thanks, Kat. And so that's going to be a great, great time. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. If you guys are in the Discord, Ashton the Joker, he is going to be there as well. We're going to have a blast. Anybody in the area, leaving comments, I'll hook you up for sure. Don't stay on the strip, guys. It's going to be busy with F1. Second thing is super important, guys. It's Movember. And if you guys follow this podcast, you know what it means for me. It's Movember. I am a cancer survivor. I'm a testicular cancer survivor. I'm always going to be 1 ounce less than I should. That's my little joke. Haha. And if you guys want to support me, I'll send the link out to in the comments for this. Also, Josh puts it out there every so often, but the main thing is males need to talk about mental and physical wellness. Myself as a cancer survivor, it's super important. I could have just ignored some certain things. I did something about it, but the main thing is the fight against that, but against or help with mental wellness and prevent male suicide. So guys, help males live longer. Please support me. Last but not least, if you are in the 613 area, I do my big Mo event every year. It will be for the 49ers game. If you are in that area, so 613 is Eastern Ontario, I will be having a big fundraiser. NFL Canada is supporting $250 gift certificate to win. We have a Christian Kirksey signed ball, and we also have Denzel freaking Ward signed ball. I'll put all that stuff out there, but thanks for listening to me, everybody. Please do help.
Yeah, definitely. So the link to Kenny's Movember campaign, it'll be in the description of this show. I'm going to post it all over our social media pages and everything else. So go make sure you guys check that out. And, you know, if you feel willing, just donate to that cause. It is a great campaign. We do it every year, and we love supporting our boy Kenny Mack. All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. My goal is only 2,500. I'm at 1,265 right now.
All right, let's get him there.
Let's smash it.
Let's get him there. Okay, so I'm going to run down real quick my spiel for this game on Sunday. Kenny, when I'm done, I'll kick it over to you for some input and feedback. And then guys in the audience down there, get your hands up as I go through this as we're talking, and we will get to you as soon as we wrap up our preview to talk about whatever you guys have on your plate. So this weekend, the 4 and 5 Baltimore Ravens coming into Cleveland to face the 2 and 7 Browns. The Ravens are storming in as a 7.5 point favorite on the road in the divisional matchup, which tells you that Vegas has zero faith whatsoever in the Browns this week. Of course, we have yet another sub 40 over under at 39.5 points with the Browns plus 320 to win the game. So again, there's no need to get cute about anything this week. I'm just going to tell you guys exactly how I feel. I do not believe the Browns are going to be anywhere close to winning this ball game. The Ravens started the season 1-5 just like the Browns did. If you recall, the only win that they had for a while was that 41-17 drumming over the Browns in week 2. But they're actually a good team, unlike we are. And they've stacked together 3 straight wins in a row. They've won all 3 by at least a touchdown. They beat the Bears 30-16. They beat the Dolphins 28-6. And they just beat the Vikings 27-19 last week. This is their 3rd straight game on the road. But, with Browns ticket prices now as low as $6, expect to see a strong showing of purple and black in the stadium on Sunday. So to run through quick stats, and then I'll kick it over to Kenny. The Browns still have the 2nd best defense in terms of yards per game allowed. I don't care. As a team, we allow 23.4 points per game, which is middle of the pack. And as a team, we still only muster a measly 16.2 points per game, 4th lowest in the league. The Ravens, on the other hand, average 25.4 points scored per game. That's top 10 in the NFL, so I fully expect them to get theirs this week. And what I also expect this week, we can talk about it in a little bit too with you guys, is turnovers from Dillon Gabriel. I talked about it on the Tuesday show. If you guys watched that, Gabriel has the 3rd highest turnover-worthy play rate in the entire league, and this is a game where I won't be surprised to see him have at least 2, maybe 3, hell, maybe 4 turnovers. I could see 2 picks, maybe a fumble, maybe 2, who knows? Defenses know that we cannot throw the ball, so the Ravens will 100% be stacking the box. They're going to eliminate Quinshon Judkins from the ball game. The Ravens are middle of the road against the run, but the Jets were also a bottom 6 team against the run, and we couldn't do anything against them, so it doesn't really matter. The Ravens actually give up the 6th most passing yards per game in the league at 249.6, so about 250. Dillon's season high is 221, and that was on 52 pass attempts against the Steelers, which, to be fair, I could see this being a 40 to 45 plus pass attempt game again for Dillon, and I don't think he still gets anywhere close to that 250 average. He's averaging just 170 yards per game, and overall the Browns are a bottom 4 passing offense, and on top of that, we're a bottom 7 rushing offense. So just not good. In week 2, Lamar Jackson carved us up, 19 of 29 for 225 and 4 touchdowns. We did sack him 3 times. Miles had 1.5. We held Lamar to 13 yards rushing, which was impressive, and we stuffed Derrick Henry for just 23 yards on 2.1 per carry, also very impressive. We still got killed. Over the last 4 games, Derrick Henry has rushed for 74, 119, 71, and 122 yards. So, Kenny, everybody down in the audience, are you guys like me? Do you give the Browns a strong 0% chance to win on Sunday, or do you think that there's a possibility that we somehow come out, shock the world, kind of like we did against the Ravens last year at home when we won 29-24 with Jameis Winston slinging the rock? Kenny, thoughts on the game?
Just if we had Jameis Winston, maybe. He's got a W, he's got an I, and he's got an N in his name, and that's win-win. But this week, I don't see it. You gave the stats, especially with the way that if there's any progression with Dillon Gabriel, it is very small. And the way that the Ravens are rolling right now, they are licking their chops to get this win, and they really need this win.
They do.
They've got more on the line than we do right now. I just don't see our team bought in. I mean, they are giving up the points you said, the yards you said, but they're going to bring pressure. They are going to cue in on Quinshon Judkins. I mean, I tried to put together something to be like positive here, like what can we do to win this game? And it's got to be something to do with the offense other than, obviously, we cannot let, 2 touchdowns go on special teams,
yes.
right? But what's going to happen this week, guys? We're going to lean on the tight ends. I mean, that's the only way that we can kind of do it. So Marlon Humphreys is out. Maybe something can be done with Cedric Tillman. We've got to commit to the run early. I just don't see us or Quinton Junkins having a good day. And we did see some more shots. I don't know if you'll agree with me. I thought we saw more shots downfield. I don't know if it was specifically off play action, but I would like to see that to have a chance to win. Then we got to stay ahead of the game we just got to protect the ball, and we got to not have any turnovers again. But that didn't do too much last week. Ultimately, our defense, we got to figure out some way to become +2 in the turnover margin. We got to stay ahead of the chains with Gabriel. It's going to be a short game. And if there's any way that we have a chance to stay in it, it's just got to be those small things, because I think the defense can do enough. It's what can the offense do and what can the special teams not screw up?
That's very well laid out. I will say, I agree. I do agree with you. I felt like we took a couple more shots downfield, and those couple shots downfield totally explained why we haven't taken any shots downfield before this, because he can't do it. They're just... Yeah, they're duck punts. They just go up and wobble, and it's like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to come down? It gives everybody an opportunity to get to the ball when he tries to go downfield. It's not good. It is not good. And I will say, for like Lamar Jackson, as far as creating turnovers, this dude, I think he only has 1 pick on the entire season. Now, I know he missed some games, but Lamar Jackson, I got to give him his props, because I dogged him for a couple years on this show before he really elevated his game, and he has become an elite passer. He really has. Like, he has leveled up his passing game to the elite tier, in my opinion. I think he is super accurate. He's got great velocity on his passes. He can pick apart a defense. And it used to be you had to worry about his legs, and then, that would open things up for them in the passing game. It's like both now. He can just sit back. He doesn't have to run anymore. He can sit there and carve you up. So it's not good for the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, he's the epitome of constant measurable improvement, right? Like, that guy came out of university, wasn't the greatest thrower, and why would he be? He can run, right. Just win. That's what they do. They don't coach you up that much. They want to win in uni ball, and he didn't have to. I don't know, based on him being questionable, how much he really wants to run in this game, but if we can kind of get after him with our defensive line, cause some havoc, maybe there's a chance to keep this close. But again, I just, based on the way they came off that loss, I mean, I just don't see the Browns snapping out of it based on the way that they are.
No, I don't either. We'll get Mr. Andrew Jackson up here, our first Dog Pack member, talking for the day. Maybe. There we go. Andrew, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's going on there? Sorry about that.
You good?
Hey,
what's up, big guy?
Living life. Hey, Kay, thank you for pushing out your Movember stuff, man. Like I said, we love doing that for you. I think it's a great thing. One of the great things that we do in the Dog Pack. So thank you for
sure. Your sport, brother.
But a couple things here. So I think this game's gonna go one of two ways, with one way being very positive. I think we're gonna do the most Browns thing ever and actually win, which would be the most Browns thing ever to do after laying that egg last week. But I mean, we all know it's not going to happen, but it also wouldn't shock me, if we did win. But I think we're going to get blown off the face of the earth. So I have, again, zero hope. I mean, going to watch it. Last week, I'm not even going to sit there and lie to you, about 4 or 5 minutes into the second quarter, I took a nap and I woke up at the end of the third quarter. Didn't miss much. It was pretty terrible. But on the other hand, I just want you to know that this week I have been doing a lot of watching some tape and doing things. So hopefully this week, we can all fan better. And we can do better in our lives. And we can support our short king. And, maybe it's our problem that he's not doing good. I mean, someone's got to take blame for it, and I guess I'll leave that charge and I'll take blame for Dylan Gabriel not being able to play very well.
I love it. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. That is a bit that we have been doing now in the Dog Pack. We just need to fan better, And I was actually thinking about starting to try to put together some TikTok videos, like doing some parodies of Kevin's press conferences and just pulling some of the dumb stuff he says every week and making it even dumber. So we'll see if that happens. But yes, we got to fan better. You know, can we root harder? Yes, it all starts with us. You know, it starts here, and we'll just get back to work and get it fixed.
Well, we have to. I mean, we literally have to fan better for them. I mean, it's our fault that the wide receivers aren't catching. If we fanned better, they would have caught the balls. But and I think it's terrible too that I put in the Discord earlier that all the Browns social media or YouTube videos today, all the thumbnail quotes on them were just like, man, like they took Kevin's press conference and just stamped them on the YouTube videos. Like everyone's like the same. Like, we just gotta lock in. We just gotta do this. I'm like, we've heard that for like the last 5 years.
I know.
Got to do better. That's everybody. It drives everybody nuts. I'm not going to lie. When we lost the game last week, I was with my backers crew where we watched the games here. And that's the first thing I said. I said, you know what? Watch the Browns win next week because there's no chance in hell. There's no pressure on them. And it's just a Browns thing to do. I did think of, what you mentioned earlier, and it's a thing. They're on their third straight road game. That could be something for them traveling and being out of sorts. But other than that, again, we're not talking about football stuff here. This is, going 3 games on the road is what like good teams do and win. And I know the Ravens can do that. For us to go at home and win this game, there has to be some measurable improvement on the football side. And we're just not seeing it right now.
This episode is sponsored by Omaha Steaks. Browns fans, Christmas is just a little over a month away. And I feel like the older I get, the more difficult it becomes figuring out what to get the people in my life for the holidays. And that's where Omaha Steaks can be that answer for you right now. During their Sizzle All the Way sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code BARK, B-A-R-K, at checkout. I've been gifting the delicious food of Omaha Steaks to people in my family for years now, and those gift packages are always a huge hit. Plus, Omaha Steaks makes holiday magic very easy. Just get your orders placed by 6 p.m. Eastern Time and they ship on the same day. But don't wait, right now is the perfect time to save on delicious gifts and holiday hosting favorites from Omaha Steaks. So save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale, and for an extra $35 off, use promo code BARK at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code BARK. I mean, we are 2-1. I believe, so far this season at home, which that's good. The defense is good. They're very good at home. And if that's really the only positive for me is, well, we're playing in Cleveland. We're playing in front of our fans, or at least what we think will be our fans. Again, those basically get in the stadium free prices. I don't know. Maybe it'll be overrun with Baltimore fans. I don't know how it's going to go because, like you said, they got stuff to play for. They're trying to make the playoffs. They are a playoff caliber team, and they know that, and they're pissed. They're pissed that they are where they are, that they started 1-5, and they're trying to claw their way back. They see or smell blood in the water with the Steelers. They're frauds sitting there in the AFC North. So this is open for them to take the division and make the playoffs. They're not going to let us get in their way. I would be shocked. We'll get.
I think that's one of the most frustrating parts of this season. What you just hit on is like we're not there as a team, and this division is wide open. Like if we just had any semblance of like an offense, we'd be somewhere in competition, even if it wasn't that great. We're 4-5 or whatever it is. Just like 2 more wins. Had we been able to, hit a couple field goals, not have some special teams returned on us, like just basic stuff. And that's the frustration of this season, along with an inept offense.
Yeah. All right. So thank you, Andrew. Brad, you're up here, man. What's going on?
What is hey guys, are you guys ready? You guys ready for story time?
Oh,
you want to go
always.
back in time?
Always. Oh yes, please.
Story time.
That's never
right.
depressing.
Do you know both owners, both the Learners and the Haslams, only have a 33% win percentage?
Cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yep.
That's-
Yep.
I remember being so happy getting rid of Randy Lerner, and it's just like 4 quarters for $1 at this point.
Yep. And do you know that we've had 10 GMs, and 2 of those GMs we only had for a year?
Yeah.
Do you know what all GMs have in common?
Losing
What's that?
win
There we
percentage?
go.
Okay.
Josh got it. Losing seasons.
Well,
And
we've
they didn't
only
get a
had
job
2
anywhere else.
or 3
Oh.
or whatever.
Now Andrew Barry has the best one, of course, because 2 11-win seasons, playoff win. There was that 8-9 season too. But I was just looking throughout the years, all the other GMs. There was Bill Savage that had a little bit better. He was 24-40. And they had that 10-6 season, but everybody else had over just terrible winning. There's no winning. Obviously Sashi Brown. Oh my God. Oh, that was the 1-31 season. But and I was just looking, I was like, well, does it come down to how we've been now since 99? Does it come down to, is it the GM's problem or the owners? And to me, it's both, because you can't have one without the other, because the owners are the ones that hire the GMs to draft the players, get the players in here. And when your owner that has one of the lowest winning percentages of any owner in the NFL, it's not a great look. And mind you, the owner before that we all hate because he moved the Browns, had over a almost 60% winning percentage. So that speaks pretty good volumes there. So I just want to have a little history reference there, that the losing has just been always losing. And that's all we've always had. And even though it's a little bit better right now, it's still, we're in the constant cycle of losing. And I hope this offseason that if we keep the same guys we have in the building, which I know some of us want them fired, that we could turn this thing back around. But I don't know. It's just, it's a constant cycle. And this is when you see an organization like the Ravens that have come in here, that were our team that left, they've had consistent winning, and their owner is above 60% winning percentage, obviously. I mean, they've had multiple Super Bowl wins, multiple winning seasons. And I just wish we could be an organization like that. That's at least even half of that would be cool. And here we are, looking for a quarterback again, watching a quarterback that sucks on the field, watching wide receivers not catch balls. Braylon Edwards back in the day. Josh Gordon getting suspended for smoking weed. We could just go over and over people we've drafted that gotten arrested, all this other stuff. I mean, it's just been a history of suffering. That's all it's been. And you wonder why tickets are $6 right now?
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, I mean,
it's because it's been miserable.
Thank you for all that positivity. That was great. Everybody listening right now just threw up a little bit in their mouths because you just, metaphorically kicked everybody between the legs. Awesome. Thank you, Brad. I think it's going to be rough. I think Sunday's going to get rough in that stadium, honestly. I think if, Dylan comes out, geez, this is the first time they're going to be at home for a while, in a while since the Miami game. And we were winning that game, obviously. So you don't have the boo birds. I know people were, calling for Shador at the end of the game and everything. We were already killing them. It's going to be a different story this time. Especially if the Ravens come out and jump on us early, like they've done in the past. Oh man, I think it could get real because you're gonna have a lot of Ravens fans cheering for them. You're gonna have a lot of Browns fans booing us. So it's gonna be rough.
You got a lot of beer. You got a lot of beers in between that, and it's gonna add up to a problem.
Make
Yeah.
sure the beer is flowing strong. Put it in my veins. We're going to need all the alcohol we could get. I project a minimum 2 touchdown lead on us at the end of the game. At minimum, I don't see us winning this game anyway.
I'd be taking the over on the 7.5 points for sure for Baltimore.
Love you guys.
Love you
Yeah,
too,
hey,
Brad.
man.
Thank you.
You know what? It's going to be tough to get excited for this game. I mean, I got it, even when I host these events, like I do my Browns backers party, I got Stadium Mustard sponsor me, and we're having a Stadium Mustard party, and we're doing kind of like a dinner party because it's a 4:25 game. You just got to make something out of it. Either that, or you just don't watch it because it's going to be bad. Is there any way again that they can do something? I mean, it's the NFL, it stands for not for long, so maybe Ravens are tired on the road. Who knows? There's things that could possibly happen. Weather's bad, slows up the game a little bit. They let them hang around. The Browns hang around a little bit. Who knows? Maybe we'll see some kind of improvement out of Dylan. But based on what we've seen, it's tough to feel any positivity right now other than like crossing your fingers and doing like that kind of sort of thing, right? So it's tough.
It is. And honestly, and wherever you guys here watching live in the chat, and then anybody watching the replay of this after we're done here, put it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. But I get the sense that there's a lot of Browns fans out there that are actually going to tune into this game just to see how bad does it get. You know, that's because you're not really watching to see if we're going to win because you don't really believe we're going to win. So it's like, well, what am I going to watch for? Let's see how bad it can get. Let's see how bad is Dylan Gabriel going to implode. Is this the game where Shador Sanders sees the field? I think there's a lot
is he going to finish the game?
Yeah, a lot of people are tuning in anymore just to see if this is the game Shador gets in. And I don't blame people for that. I mean, there's really very little to be excited about with this team. On the positive side, we can continue to watch and root for these rookies, these young guys. I think we do have a strong, foundation of young players on the roster right now with Mason Graham. Carson Schlesinger is a beast. I said the other day, I think he's going to end up being an all-pro in his career. He's that type of good. Harold Fannin Jr. obviously is the leading receiver on the team, and I don't foresee anybody ever overtaking him as long as he doesn't get hurt. I think every week he's just going to continue to add to his totals. It's not going to be huge because we don't have a huge passing output anyway, but he's just a major part of what we do have. And then just, obviously Judkins is awesome. It sucks. I feel bad for Quinshon Judkins. He's like the leading rookie rusher right now among running backs, but he still can't do much. He could be doing so much better if we had any passing game to take people out of the box, but nobody gives a shit about our passing game. They just key in on the run, stop the run, and the Browns aren't going to beat you. People know that, and it's been working. So that's exactly what I expect them to do.
Well, I mean, again, like I always harp on the screenplays, and I think if you set up a really good screen, you're a really good NFL team because no matter if you know it's coming or not, you still get fooled. It's a part of winning. And if you took a look at that Jets game, we had a middle screen set up for Harold Fannin. It went off someone's head, arm, like it looked awful. And then I really kind of like the way that they are using Courtly.
Yeah,
like they're running him. They had an awesome screen set up. That would have been a touchdown.
My favorite play of the game.
Sailed over his head. Like I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are we so hyped up that we can't complete that pass? And those are the frustrating things for me. Like where's the hard the hard slants into Tillman, his big body, like we need that. But whenever we do it, I go, oh, he's slanting in, there it goes, and it goes off his ass. Yeah. Like it's not going where it needs to go, and that's the frustrating part. I think sometimes we get so into like blaming Stefanski. I've seen the plays called; they look like they should work, but if I'm passing a slant to someone, I keep hitting them in the hamstrings, like that's never going to work, So that's the frustrating part.
No, that play to Malachi Corley was, and then obviously it got shared. Jake Burns shared it all over the place on Twitter and stuff. So I watched that replay over and over, man. Corley was set up with two guys out in front of him blocking. There was one defender and he was blocked. They had it sealed off. He was gone, man. I mean, if that's not a touchdown, it's damn near. If somebody maybe gets over there in time to stop him, but Malachi Corley's hard to bring down. So and that's the other thing with Dylan Gabriel. And a lot of people say, well, he can't see over the line. Okay, that might be true, but that's not the only reason why his passes are sailing. The pass to Corley, there was nobody there. It was lateral right across the field to the guy, and he threw it a mile over his head out of bounds. And it was like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? I don't know, man. Like I said the other day, it's nothing personal against Dylan Gabriel. I think he's probably a really nice kid. I think he's very smart. I think he understands football very well. He's probably going to be a very good coach at some level someday. But he can't freaking play in the NFL. Zach Jackson was the one, and Darrell Ryder. I mean, they were pounding the drum over the summer, over and over. Like, this guy is not an NFL quarterback. He looks terrible. And now, ever since he's been in the, on the field, it's exactly what they said.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I can't think. I was trying to think of players that, people really were hard on when they first came out of college and they just weren't doing anything. The biggest thing that I can remember is Josh Allen when he came out in 2018. His first 5 games were awful, and they were very similar to Dylan Gabriel. The difference is, though, like the running stats and just the athletic ability. I mean, I like watching. There's 2 scouts. They have their own podcast, and one of their big thing is you never pass on freakish talent. Well, you can put up with the kind of Josh Allen's numbers, but I mean, his numbers, like Josh Allen's numbers in the first 5 games, passing wise, were all pretty much worse than Dylan Gabriel's. The saving grace is where I'll get back to is the running. And I don't know if you guys thought this, but I thought when Dylan Gabriel was running, he looked super awkward. And I thought he slid like 5 yards too early when he could have got way more yardage. Like, I don't know if you recall those or not, but what was your thoughts on that?
I thought the scrambles looked, maybe what you're referring to, the way I saw them was he just kind of looked a little like scared, like skittish, trying to run like, better get out of here, and that kind of thing. It wasn't so much a confident run. It was more of a like, I don't want to get clobbered, get me out of here kind of run.
And that's why he slid 5 yards too early. Like, it's just, we're not getting those extra yards, and we need, like, if you don't want to get clobbered, fine, but like, make some kind of judgment. Like, you don't have to slide 10 yards in front of the guys. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And
so
I've seen those
losing
posts,
yards there too.
I've seen those posts on social media comparing like his first 5 games with Cam Ward and with Josh Allen and other people too. like other players that were taking in the first freaking round of the draft, guys. That's why I don't like those comparisons, because this isn't a first round. Yeah. This is Dylan Gabriel. He wasn't even talked about in the draft, in the pre-draft process among any of the quarterbacks, like the top quarterbacks at all. He was never part of the discussion. It was Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, Tyler Shuck, and I think that's, unless I'm, I think that might be it. Like, Dylan Gabriel was never mentioned in, this guy could be, first or second round type quarterback. He wasn't even on Will Howard was talked about ahead of him. You know what I mean? He just was not on anybody's radar, which is like such a Browns thing to do. We're smarter than everybody. Our analytics say this is going to work. And it's like, okay, well, we all saw this coming a mile away. This episode is sponsored by Bodden Sports. Browns fans, I know Thanksgiving is the next thing on the list, but if you're in my house, we have had Christmas decorated all over the place since November 1st. That's right. It is coming up very quickly, Christmas time. And the best thing you can do is get ahead of your gift giving list and go to boddensports.com/dogs, DAWGS, and check out everything they have to offer and use promo code DAWGS to get 10% off your entire order. You could find some really nice Christmas gifts for the athletes in your life. Obviously, baseball season would be right around the corner in the spring. They've got training balls. They've got regular game baseballs, bats, baseball gloves, all sorts of basketballs and other gear, pumps, ball bags, gym bags, things like that for your basketball players. And then the gifts that I really like to give family members and people like that would be the backyard games. Get those for Christmas gifts because then they can hold on to those and break them out when the weather gets nice. And it's like that Christmas gift that didn't get used right away at Christmas, and they get to experience that joy again later in the year. Badminton, outdoor volleyball, bocce, horseshoes, kickball. They've got a knockout game set. And of course, pickleball, which I know I've been saying on here I need to learn how to play. I haven't yet, but I do plan to learn at some point, and I will be getting my first pickleball set from Baden Sports. So head over to badensports.com/dogs and get 10% off your entire order with promo code DAWGS, DAWGS, when you check out. That's Baden Sports, BADEN sports.com/dogs.
Oh yeah, man, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. Like, they're not fair comparisons, but the other thing is what I want to get back is, like, whenever you do anything in life and you want to get better, you have to have some kind of constant measurable improvement. This seems to be going the other way, maybe he's getting frustrated or whatever the reason is, but I don't just see anything getting better. Like you were talking about his duck passes there, like his wounded duck passes, like the announcers were like, what a great pass. I mean, I think from their perception, they thought that he actually passed to that corner only where Judy could get it, but it was just a dying punt that was lucky that someone was there to get at the end of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I see we're losing audience members. It's getting that time of Thursday night, people are getting home, getting dinner and stuff. And if anybody down here wants to get up on stage, get your hands up, come on up, ask questions, give us your opinions, takeaways, things like that. Otherwise, we'll be probably wrapping this thing up here shortly. So, Kenny, before we, kind of taper this thing off, if the Browns do what a lot of us seem to be counting on them to do, go out and get absolutely demolished at home in front of the home crowd in Cleveland by the division rival Ravens, all that stuff this weekend. Do you think Kevin will make a switch over to Shador for the Raiders game?
I think that somebody in Cleveland will. I don't know, based on the way Kevin has handled Dylan Gabriel, that I don't think he wants to. But I mean, if he comes out and he's probably going to be 0 for 0. If he comes out 123, say 15-30 for no touchdowns, no interceptions, and I'm trying to be positive here. What are we doing on offense? Like all the other guys on the team are there for a reason. They want to win. And if you're just not getting it done, then it's time to make a change and see what you got. I mean, it could just very well be Shador comes in against Las Vegas and nothing changes, but at least we know, and that's what I think. But I think someone will make a change if it's a complete blowout, because I mean, do you think Jimmy Haslam wants to keep charging $6 for a ticket when he's doing a multi-billion-dollar stadium? I don't think so. How many hot dogs do the Ravens fans have to eat so he can build this new stadium? A ton. So they got to do something to make money, man.
Yeah. All right. So we got Andrew up here, and then Aaron, you will be up next. Andrew, what's up, man?
All right. So, one, what percentage chance you think this could be Kevin's last game if it goes really off the rails? And do you think the fans that do show up, I guess probably the ones that don't show up, do you think they make a statement by not showing up? That's why you're seeing the $6 tickets and so on. Like, this is their way of hey, we're going to make our statement that we're tired of this by not showing up. You think that's what's going on, or do you expect the contingent that is there at the game to be very loud and boisterous and anti what's going on?
So, first question, I think 0% chance that even if it's the worst game ever in Browns history, that Kevin gets fired afterward, because they just don't seem interested in firing him at least mid-season. So I would put it at 0. I honestly would be shocked if it happened. I don't expect it. Although I call for it every week, doesn't mean I actually think it's ever going to happen. As far as the statement in the stadium, I kind of do get the feeling that there is going to be a lot of empty seats. Remember, this is a 4:30 afternoon game on a Sunday. So there's a lot of people not willing I mean, it's an investment of time just to go to a 1:00 game, get in and out of the city, all that shit with the parking and nonsense and all. It's terrible up there. So to do it at 4:30 in the afternoon, then trying to leave at 7:30, 8:00 at night. God knows what time you're getting home. You got work month. I don't know, man. I could see some empty seats. I could see them being filled with Ravens fans, and I think it is going to be very loud and boisterous from our fans when things are going bad, which might just be the entire game. Kenny, you got any thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we said, the Queen of Cleveland, Mary Kay Cabot, said that he's safe, so he's not getting fired after this game, no matter what. As far as someone who like looks over the fans and tries to be as positive as possible when representing the Browns, it's a tough time to be positive with the team, with the product that they put out there. That being said, just some of the comments I'm reading and some of the things I'm seeing, I just don't see a lot of people going to the game. I see people tailgating. I don't see people maybe entering the stadium. And I think the Browns know that, and that's why the tickets are so cheap.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get ugly on Sunday. But let's get.
It's happened before where fans didn't show up for a half, and that was about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, you're up here, man. You're on mute, but what's going on, man?
Aaron, my man. We and Aaron got to hang out in London, England at Tottenham Stadium. I had a blast with this dude.
That's awesome.
If you guys have a chance to go hang out with this guy, man, go hang out with this dude.
Well, Aaron, you're on mute. Can you?
I'm mute, bro.
Can I unmute him? Nope.
He's on mute on my end.
Me too. Mr. Watts, you are on. Oh, he says 1 second. Okay. Radio silence will fill the void for you. I don't know. Can you got a score prediction while we're waiting on Aaron?
I think the Browns will probably, what was it, 41-17 last time?
Yep.
They're at home, so shave off 8 points. And I don't know. Well, that's what I'm saying. So it'll be 33-14, something like that.
33-14. Okay, cool. I think, I don't know. Let me go like 36-13.
Yeah, we're about the same.
It's just going to be,
Well,
he says it won't let me connect.
Won't let him.
Give me a second. All right, well, here, I'll tell you what. Well, let's get Brad up here. Aaron, we'll leave you up here, so whenever it does connect, you're good to go. Brad, give us some more of your great hitters,
positivity.
Man. Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Sorry for the negative. I had to start with the negativity to build you guys back up. Okay.
Oh,
and tear you down, build you back up.
Yeah, you love it, man.
Thanks
You
for
do a
thinking of
good
us,
job,
man.
Positively, apparently, for whatever reason, Jim Schwartz has Derrick Henry's number on speed dial to stop him from rushing over 50 yards. So, did that matter in the last game we faced them? No, but you could take that as a positivity that at least we won't have Derrick Henry running all over us. Now,
I wouldn't count on it, man. I mean, now there's a strong chance. I get you.
Got Aaron here.
Oh, I don't see I think Aaron's there. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, sorry, Brad. Finish your thought.
But yeah, on the other positive things, I think the Great White Walk-On will have more stats added to his Defensive Rookie of the Year award.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it now. He's getting it.
He's the favorite.
Yeah, he's the favorite, and I think he's gonna get it. It'd be cool to see him get a sack against Lamar, but Miles is the king of that one. I'm sure he'll get at minimum a tackle behind the line. Miles will, but he seems to get the Lamar pretty more easily than anybody else in the league. Probably because we face him twice a year. Other positivity, our field goal kicker's been pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's promising. There's not a lot of besides Alex Wright, there's not a lot of major injuries to our defense, so that's good. I'm looking for positivity here.
I know.
Hey, Alex Wright's been good this year. Unfortunately,
that's going to be a lot. That's a big
McGuire's
loss.
just as good. So, I don't think the defense is going to lie down right away. Like they're just going to get, if they can't get offense, they're just going to get beat again. And like by beat, I mean like tired. And you just can't keep playing that way. If your offense isn't consistently putting points on the board, it's defeating for them to go, the offense that is, to go 3 and out, and then they go back on, because they can't, especially against the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. You're not going to pitch 3 and outs all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think even as Andrews asked, is like, if this game's like a total, say we get blown out like 42-0, and Dylan threw like 2 pick sixes and fumbled the ball, or God forbid, one of our running backs fumbled the ball, and it was just like the biggest dumpster fire show ever. Yeah, Kevin's still not getting fired. If he didn't get fired after how the Jets game went, he's not going anywhere. So it's just like, we got to bear and grin it, unfortunately, and just continue to go throughout the season. I think their plan is, if they were to fire him, it'll just be as when the season ends, because they're like, well, nothing's going to really change. So here we are.
Yep.
So
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you.
So according to Kenny, I'm going to say the score is going to be 38-14.
Okay. 38-14. All right, Brad. Thank you for all of your positivity after all of your negativity. Aaron, did you get your audio stuff figured out? Nope. He's gone.
We just lost him.
What? He's back in the audience. Let's see if he comes up.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay, Aaron, is it working?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, big dog.
Oh yes, hello. Yeah, sure. Jump on. So, firstly, it's nice to see Kenny impersonating a respectable member of society, because last time I saw him, he was not doing that. Second point, I only jumped in like late doors, but I think I put it in chat. But like, the season's short and the off season's long. The Browns are shit. We all know that, but might as well fucking enjoy it in any way we can while it's happening. Be that getting really drunk as I do and not really taking any of the game in, but like, we might as well just have fun with it while it's there. Enjoy the little shit things. We're not going to fucking win games at the minute, the way it's going. Enjoy the points, enjoy what we can, because as soon as it hits the off season, all we're going to be talking about is, it's going to be great when the season's back. It's going to be great when the season's back. Well, why not enjoy it while it's here?
Okay, I like
and
that.
I understand that I'm not one of the people that are spending thousands and thousands and thousands or going to like all the games and stuff. But like, I enjoy it. I can't wait for the season to start. I can't wait for Sunday. Like, I appreciate we're gonna lose. Like, yeah, we all know that. But I can't wait for the game.
Hey dude, I like seeing the younger guys get developed as well. I mean, ultimately we draft 7 guys, all 7 guys are on the team. Plus we have 4 or 5 UDFA guys. I mean, I don't think it's an excuse at all, but I mean, those 2 touchdowns, Patrone basically said it was kind of on the young guys. They made some bad moves. It sucks that happened. But these guys are developing. You can see them. They'll develop into second-year guys, and hopefully it's better. And that's what you got to kind of hang your hat on when the Browns are this bad. You got to see those secondary those guys going into their second years have that development that I'm saying, constant measurable improvement.
Well, those guys are. I love to see more than seeing Harold Fanning make a catch. Harold Fanning makes a catch. That's great for the next 5-10 minutes. I don't care really. At this point, I don't care what happens afterwards. It's great if we go on a nice drive and score a touchdown. I want to see him doing things. I want to see Judkins rip off a 15, 20, 30, 40 yard or whatever. that's what it's all about, I think, at this point this year. Like, just watching them develop and just celebrating the things that are, well, the small things that are good. Because at this point, we have it in England a lot of the time. Like, so many people support shit football teams and they get one result. It won't impact their season. They'll still have a poor year. But you celebrate that one win or that one like goal or that one play in NFL situations. Like, yeah, I think that's what we need to get into the mindset of doing, rather than slagging it. At that point, we're just gonna like end up resenting it.
Yeah, there was one
absolutely.
play from last week I remember specifically, and it was kind of exactly what you're talking about. You know, we're sucking it up on offense and everything, but there was one play that got me freaking jazzed, and it was nothing special. It was a Quinshon Judkins run, and it might have been like a 3-yard run. I don't remember what it ended up. It wasn't the run itself or the distance of the run. He got the handoff and basically stood up like there was a defender in the hole, and he stopped.
I remember it,
yeah. I'm sure you do. Yeah, you remember it. Like he stops. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, you know, because this is all happening quick in your head. But I'm sitting there like, shit. Okay, we're stuffed for a loss here. And he makes one little move and gets past the guy and ends up picking up positive yards. And I was like, oh my gosh, we haven't had a running back been able to do that in 3 years. This is amazing. Like that. And again, it was not like a game altering run, but it was just one thing that was like, we have a player here. We have a very good player at running back, and that makes me very happy.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about, because he stopped and you're like, stop dancing in the hole. We're screwed. And then boom, 10 yards down the field.
Yeah, because he didn't dance. It was just that quick cut. And it was
stopped,
like, oh.
When he stops, you think you know better. Yeah, and then he does that and you're like, oh shit, that's why he plays in the NFL and I'm 5'7" and fat and living in England.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're just so used to watching Jerome Ford, and then you see Quinjon's like, oh wait, this isn't Ford. This is actually a real running back. This is awesome. So, yeah, stuff like that for sure. But I mean, you're right on the sickness and disease that it is to be a Browns fan, because I got people all the time that are like casual fans, or you know, they kind of watch football, but they don't really care much about the Browns, and they know I do the podcast and all this stuff, and they're like, why do you watch the games though? Like, if you didn't do the podcast, would you still watch the games? I'm like, yes, because I hate this team. They piss me off. I want to punch things when I watch them play, but as soon as the game is over, I'm like, I hate that I can't wait till Sunday. I hate it, but I can't wait.
My wife does that to me every Sunday. My wife goes every Sunday, why are you even bothered? You live thousands of miles away. You've been into it for 6 years. Why don't you just knock it on the head and carry on supporting your very good football team, like our soccer team, because that makes you happy. And I'm like, well, I'm into it now, so I can't.
Yeah,
hey, dude, I've had it for like 40 years, man. I've been watching the Browns for 40 years, and at least I got to see some good stuff. I got to see the Bernie years, and prayers for Bernie, by the way, today. I hope he gets through his surgeries and that kind of stuff. And yeah, man, it's just I keep hoping and hoping and hoping, and we'll see what happens.
Yep. All right. Well, do you have any last comments, Aaron?
Anyway.
Okay.
No, it's very much bedtime for me because it's 11 p.m. here and I've got to get up at 5:30. But yeah, nice to jump on too, guys.
Well, thank you for staying up with us and tuning in. It's always great to hear from people we don't hear from all the time. Like when you're in the dog pack, you get to, chat, because it's like a constant thread, just all these different threads, text, it's like you're texting all the time with everybody. It's great. But you don't get to actually hear them or see them all the time. So like Kenny getting to go over to London, actually hang out with people in person, or being on this show, you guys get to come up here. There's so many times now people come up on stage and it's the first time they've ever actually spoken, audibly with us. And it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So if you guys want to be part of these shows, I know the team sucks. We ain't going to win many games the rest of the season, but we can commiserate together. These are our therapy sessions, and we get through it together. And it's jointhedawgs.com. Become an official Dog Pack member and hang out with everybody in here. Kenny, do you have any parting thoughts for everybody before the game?
Just do what Darren said. Just see what positively comes out of this game. There's going to be something, right? The other thing is, guys, it's Movember. Support whoever is doing it. You can support me. Last but not least, one of the things I learned when I was down and out and sick, live your life and have a good time. biggest thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to head down to Vegas. Let's get to that party. Let's hang out, have a couple beers, talk the Browns, and hang out with Gary frickin' Barnage and Eric Metcalf. Let's go. Ho, ho.
That's right, baby. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I just pulled it up here in the chat. I saw it fly by earlier. Aaron did post his made-up rules for a drinking game for Sunday. So if you don't have positive things that you're looking for, maybe do a drinking game. And there's a lot of rules in here. So if you want to come through, read them. I'm kind of scrolling through them now, and I would just say, to make it real quick, maybe do a shot for every hospital ball Gabriel throws. You'd be hammered right quick. So, all right, that's enough. I feel like we bashed Dylan Gabriel a lot today, so we'll take it easy. We'll save it for Sunday. The Boo Birds will be out, but if you guys are going to the game, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you guys right after the game pretty much Sunday night, because, again, that's a 4:30 start, so by the time that game is over, we will be pretty much diving right into our reaction show live on YouTube at about 8 o'clock like we usually do on Sunday. So we'll see you guys then. Have a great weekend, and let's go Browns.
Let's go Brownies. Hoo, hoo.
And we're the Cleveland Browns. I love that. That's too good. Too good. This episode is sponsored by ISSA. Browns fans, if you're into health and fitness, have you ever wondered how you could maybe turn those hobbies and your passion into an actual career? If that sounds interesting to you, then ISSA has the opportunity you've been looking for. ISSA is the International Sports Science Association, and they can help you become a certified personal trainer in as little as 3 months. And right now you can get $100 off your certification when you sign up through our link, joinissa.com/Dawgs, DAWGS. Now, certifications are 100% online, self-study, and self-paced. You can study anywhere from your phone, tablet, or computer. And the final exam is open note, open book, aka piece of cake. Except you fitness nuts probably don't eat a ton of cake, so let's just call it a piece of delicious protein bar. And ISSA has the #1 job guarantee in the industry. If you get certified and sign up to be a certified trainer with ISSA, you have a job guarantee or your money back. ISSA has over 10,000 gym partners that have over 73,000 open jobs for trainers right now. And you don't need a 4-year degree or a 2-year degree. You just need your certification to qualify for these jobs. So what are you waiting for? With certification this simple, there's no excuse not to pursue your passion and become a certified personal trainer today. Get $100 off your certification at joinissa.com/Dawgs. You've wanted to make a change long enough. Now it's time to do something about it. That's joinissa.com/Dawgs for $100 off your personal trainer certification.